gosh. I love the song. The intro song just gets me in the mood. But I just want to say, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. As you all know, I've been like super busy doing amazing, or not amazing, just busy things. I wouldn't call it too amazing, but I do have two amazing people on the show today. And before we stop and talk to them, I want to just give a special shout out to everyone in chat. So I got y'all up here. So first off, I want to Wit, thank you. Half Baked Bus, thank you. Oh my, I love that name, Half Baked Bus. Thank you, Lo-Fi Partner in Crime, The Climax. If y'all have not seen, they did an amazing dating show with Man versus Woman, The Climax. So check it out. Also, Shades of Purple alum. Welcome, Crow. Welcome, Ambi. Uh, Maya River, what's up? Mr. Miggs 14, Bennett Reed, Jinx, I see you. You're out of bubblegum. Hopefully, you're not going to beat us up. Geek the Sneak, what's up? Holtz, Primo, Jack the Slip. Wow, huge crowd. Thank you also for being here. I'm just super excited because these two, for one, it's going to be a cool interview because I'm getting two people for the price of one. So I love a deal. I'm like, it's like Jack the Slip gave me like a giveaway or something. Thank you. But not only that, they're just amazing story, shows the power of gaming. So without further ado, I want to bring on ChatStadia. What's up, guys? How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Doing well. Thank you so much for having us on.
No,
Yeah.
thank you also for being here. You guys can tell I'm like in the middle of greatness right now. I feel super awesome right now. Um, but no, thank you. And just so you know, people know who you are because I think my graphic shit hides the name.
Oh,
Who's
yes.
who in this dynamic duo?
So I'm Nad614 or Sebastien, so that's me here.
And I am Rudigs, otherwise known as Ricardo.
Rudix and Nads.
Rudigs.
It's not Rudix, y'all. I call it Rudix. Y'all know I'm from Texas. Cannot pronounce anything. It's Rue, like street en français, right? Right? Did I get that right, Nads?
Yeah.
I told you. I speak a little, I've been around. But so it's Rue Diggs. There we go. Um, and so we're gonna do this a little differently because I want y'all, you know, to describe like who is Nads. But Nads, you can't answer that. It's
Oh,
gonna be
okay.
Rudix who answers that.
Okay. So you'd like me to go into who is Nad?
Yeah,
Sebastian.
yes. Who is Nads? Like we're gonna get into stuff in the show, but in your like, who is Nads to you?
Well, Sebastian has quickly become one of my very close friends. He is a stand up guy, beyond reliable, and goes out of his way to help me in all of my crazy situations. So I beyond appreciate any of the time he gives me for these technical issues I come up with. And other than that, I mean, he's just been a great host, somebody to just chat with day after day, always keeps up great conversations and great conversations that we decided to take it on the air. So I can't say enough good things. Like I say on the podcast, he levels it up. Is always there with great information, and he's really the bon cop to my bad cop. So I appreciate that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's gonna be hard to top. But I want to give a shout out to a fellow female gamer who's coming in. Hopefully, she'll come on the show one day. But Banana Killer, I see you doing great things. I want you on the show, so let's make this happen. But with that said, Nats, who
Yes.
is Rue Diggs to you?
Rudig. So yes, he's a friend of mine. I think at the beginning when we met, we never thought it would reach to this point, but I cannot say he basically described himself by telling all the good quality I have, because this guy's amazing. I always like chatting with him to like either it's just one-on-one after the podcast, just like chatting about random stuff or like while playing video game. Like he's always there, and I'm like, I can text him anytime, and like he will answer to me. He's got tons of ideas. He's always like finding all those little news about Stadia that I'm like, God damn! And like he's doing the writing for Stadia Source. He's like playing all those games. He's doing like some stuff for his family at the same time. It's just crazy the amount of like work he do, and he's very reliable for his family and friends. So amazing guy to hang out with, that's for sure.
Oh my gosh, I love this. You don't know why? Because it's like y'all are at show and tell talking about
Yeah.
each other. Like you're so happy talking about. This is so
Yeah.
cute.
My wife
Oh,
usually call it a bromance, right? So
it is definitely a bromance, brosis, and everything. Oh my!
uh,
Hey LZ, hey Knicks go hard. Primo, I think I said what's up, and A Scan. Thank you all again. This is just so much love for this. Um, and if y'all didn't know, your podcast is like actually one of my favorite podcasts. I know I say that to a lot of people, but no, it is really unique, y'all. If you haven't checked it out, I think I put the description down in the link down in the description. And so go ahead and go like that over there. But it's really cool because other podcasts just like talk about the news or maybe have one or two segments. Your podcast goes so by so fast because you make it so smooth. You go so deep. You go deep in a game, which we'll talk about, right? Destiny 2. Y'all talk about that. You talk about the news, and then you show that you're actual gamers. Like
mhm,
you show like video clips of what you do, and I love catching it. Um, it's Sundays at night. We'll talk about that in a second, and really get into the idea of how that came about. But this show's about understanding who the gamer is behind the gamer, if you get what I'm saying.
mhm,
So, with that said, I want to start with you, Nads,
mhm.
and really talk about like where did gaming begin for you? Right. And if you cannot tell, y'all, his accent is not a West Virginian accent. So, like it's not that. But I do want, if you can tell us a little bit about your upbringing, ads and gaming, and just like kind of give us a flavor of who you are and some of your favorite gaming moments.
Yeah, so if no one have noticed, I'm French Canadian, so English is not my first language. But yeah, so I started very young, being exposed to video games. So I was about 5 years old. My parents bought a NES, a Nintendo, Famicom, whatever you want to call it, and they had Mario Brother. That was like the first game I played, and then Zelda, Legend of Zelda. So I'm a big fan of those games. That's where it started, and I played the NES until I got older and wanted a new console. Got a Game Boy, got all the different type of
Wait,
Game
did you
Boy.
just say Game Boy is a console? Because I know there's an argument about this.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
a
a
NL console, right?
Oh,
So
oh, so Game Boy is a console. I know we had some stuff there. And welcome Cowboys group just came in. Welcome. I see you, Sanchez. I see you, David Wilson. I see you, Lion. Thank you also. But y'all heard that Game Boy is a console. Go ahead.
yeah,
I just have
because it was a NL, and I could carry it everywhere. Would go on trip. I play games. I would play games in between moment, and then to the point where eventually I wanted like a Super Nintendo. I accumulated my money, but like by the time I had enough, then the Nintendo 64 came out, so I got this. Next thing you know, I got the PlayStation 2. So I've been exposed to video game all my young life. I've always been like a big fan. I will get the magazine, the Nintendo Power magazine, and like read about the new game coming out on Nintendo and stuff like that. Yeah. Nintendo Power. That they don't do that anymore. Like they used to go like you used to go to the corner store. You have all the magazine for the different video game. Like you had the PC Mag, your Xbox, and stuff like that. And for me, it was Nintendo Power. I was reading a lot about it and finding what's happening next for Nintendo because they were like one of the biggest company until Sony and Microsoft decided to jump in, right?
Oh,
So
we all know Nintendo is still the OG when it
yeah.
comes to stuff. But I want to say, what's up, Paul? What's up, Jeff? Thank you. Welcome. Just diving into this dynamic duo that's Chat Stadia, talking the history and stuff. But because we have, we've had a Canadian before. Shout out to Jeff as well. Hopefully
Mhm.
he'll come on the show. We've had some Canadians before on the show. But if you can talk a little bit about, you're a Nintendo, as Cowboy would say, fanboy, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And really quick, favorite game on the NES?
It was Legend of Zelda for me. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Legend of Zelda. I play like all of them. Next time, the next Breath of the Wild, as soon as it comes out, I'll be disappearing on my Switch just to play that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And shout out to our
I,
sponsor, Doc Dark, provided us Doc Loop. Thank you so much, Doc. And
yeah, you see it in the background there. I
oh
got
my
some
God, I
Zelda
see
stuff.
it. Legend of Zelda. So quick, Zelda or Mario? Which one's the better franchise?
Zelda.
Yes, Matt, you're my favorite best friend. This is amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you so
I
much. Yes.
I love Mario, but like Zelda is just like the where they got to the point where they had to come up with a book to tell like how everything connect. I think like for me, the Ocarina of Time, that's the one I love the most because it was like in the first 3D Zelda, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. And I remember like I paid quite expensive for the cartridge because it was like, yeah, it was just great. I had the best memories with that game. But Legend of Zelda, like I never stopped playing it basically.
So would you say Legend of each of the Zeldas for the NES? So which one are you for NES? Are
Legend
you
of Zelda too,
Legends
yeah,
of so
fully on, yeah.
not Link's Awakening. You're not a Link's Awakening type. You like
I like this one. This one was on Super Nintendo though.
Link's Wait, no, which one's the one where it's like side where it's the first side one? I swear that's Link's Awakening.
That's Zelda 2. It's on the NES, but I like the top down one from
Yeah.
NES. Yeah. This
Okay.
one
And
was the hardest because there's no description of what to do, and
that's
uh,
it's interesting. I think these are cause I think the NES one for us would have been called A Link to the Past.
no, that was
And
a Super Nintendo one.
yeah,
L-
that one, but Link's Awakening would have been Zelda too.
No, Link's
You're
Awakening was on Game Boy.
oh my gosh, you're killing me. You're killing
There's
me.
so many, right? So.
Oh my jeez. Oh wait, are you calling my Zelda fandom into question? No, I'm
Oh
joking.
yeah,
No, I
I
can
would
admit
bet on
I'm
that.
wrong. I'm betting on him too. I'm like, you're making me question my whole existence right now. But okay, and then 64, Ocarina of Time or Majora's
Yes.
Mask?
Majora's Mask was great though, but Ocarina of Time, I think that's the one I really got hooked, and I play that game so many time. And it was not even during that time where like you had the online where like you have stuff happening every month. I was just playing that game all the time, trying to find every little secret. And then during that time we didn't really have internet, or internet started becoming a thing, and people were coming up with rumor at school and saying like, oh, there's this cave where you find it, and everybody was trying to like find every glitch, right? So yeah.
Oh, y'all were
um
finding glitches? I was just happy
well,
to
like
play the
the
game.
yeah, well, like I was playing the game, but like going in more detail, right? So just going in the game, even though like you finish the game, you just like go around. Oh, I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I don't know. It was like kind of an interesting time. But Majora's Mask, one thing I love about it, it's like how they kind of like went on a dark area type of thing. It was like a weird one, but like I really like the way the direction they went with it.
Awesome. Well, no, I think Majora's Mask was definitely interesting when it came out. Like
Hmm.
I just thought the mechanics of I mean, I'm still Ocarina of Time type, and like everybody's thinking I got exposed. We'll see about this, y'all. We'll see. I got to do some little digging right now. But I want to give a shout out to Cammy, who, if y'all did not know, I was doing super well this weekend playing Little Nightmares 1. And then Cammy comes in, like,
Uh,
aren't you scared? And all of a sudden, I just started dying. Well, thank you. Welcome, Cammy, fellow New Yorker. What's up? What's up? And what's up, PSX Cloud? Once again, congratulations on crossing that 1,000 subscriber mark. You are just doing amazing things and an inspiration to us all. So awesome job, PSX Cloud. Um, so, all right. We know it's all about Zelda over here with Naz doing stuff. Got the really amazing French Quebecois accent going on. All right.
yeah.
Rudix. Rue Diggs. Is that better? Like, I was trying to put-
Thank you.
Where did gaming begin for you? And I don't just mean in Canada, but what was that memory that gaming really Come on. Let's see where it started.
Yeah, so I would say one of my earliest memories growing up would have to be in that apartment in Madison Square in Toronto, on my mom's lap, and just enjoying the lights and the colors and the do on Mario, and like it was the exact, I think I must have been like 2 to 3, but I remember the exact level too. It's when you get onto the island, like Cookie Island, and there's these dugouts with the question marks, and I remember specifically like my mom playing that. And so that was my first brush with games. uh and then going on, I grew up, they weren't so much in the house, but there came an opportunity where my dad had the great idea to ask, I think I must have been 7 at the time, what should my mom get for her birthday? I guess he was scouring his mind. He couldn't think of anything, decided to ask me. And I thought it was a great idea to suggest a Nintendo 64, the brand new console that just
Oh.
came out. Because, and I related that to the exact same memory thing. I said, oh, my first memory was mom playing this game. Like, I'm sure she'd really enjoy it. So I sold it to him at 7 o'clock or 7 years old, and he bought it. And then I just remember having that in the house and being beyond happy. And my mom was actually saying, oh, these 3D models are too scary for me. They're coming out of this screen. I only like the 2D. And so it automatically became mine. It was one of the greatest birthday gifts my mom ever got.
So I think what's unique about that story is Rudix, do you have kids now?
I do not have kids
All
right
right.
now.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think some of the fathers in the and the mothers in the chat will totally agree with that. Most likely, your dad used you as an excuse to get a gaming console. I'm not like I think you played the role perfectly. He wanted a gaming console, and he said, "How can I sell this? And why not bring Rudix?" And it worked. You played your part, and to today, you are an amazing Bond. Great job. Great job, y'all. No, I'm kidding. No, that's super awesome. So your mom didn't play it though.
No, she did not like the big jump from Super NES to Nintendo. Went from 2D side scrolling to now 3D blocks and images. She specifically said that big thump block guy, that scared her, and she wasn't ready to play these games anymore. They weren't for her.
They're bad. Was your mom also against the blood in Mortal Kombat?
No, I think it was honest. So my mom she comes from like the smallest island in the middle of the ocean where like you need to zoom in on Google to see it
Can you
because
give us a hint what this island is so we can all look it up and give
well, it's called
enlighten
the Azores and it's in the middle of
Oh
the Atlantic. Yeah.
yes, yes. I always wondered how people got to the Azores.
Yeah, we fly.
No, I just wonder. I like what happened. Like, I always wonder, like, how did inhabitants, natives, indigenous people to the Azores ever? They, they just ended up there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it may have been a vacation spot, great plantations, lots of rich growing conditions, and thermo geopower. There's a lot of that there.
Wow, I don't think I've thought of thermogeo power this entire year until you just said that statement. But with that said, and I see PXS Cloud, I see you, Primo, using the excuse. Continue to use it, y'all. Kids can sell anything. So continue to do it. But Nats, okay, so we're now kind of around the same place, right? We got you to N64, sold that, right? You're playing it. Now, what was your favorite game on N6? Did you even play it, or were you just watching Dad? Which one?
So I definitely rocked that Nintendo 64. It became mine after the point
Ooh,
of my mom being scared of it.
you put some
Uh,
brass in your voice there. It was mine. Like,
yeah.
like wow, okay, Gollum.
I
Uh,
remember that black system specifically, N64. I would save up my allowance money and I would hit up the local video store and I would just rent all of the games and I would try all of these different games out
you were that
constantly.
kid. You were
Yeah.
that kid. You were getting the games before anybody else could rent them. Shout out to renting games when that happened. Shout out to And Your Mama Knows, who tries to continue to sell this service of renting games out. But let's continue going, Rudix, with your story.
Yeah, I had a Blockbuster get like the card, and I would go there and I'd be excited and I'd grab all these games. But I mean, I loved Super Mario 64. I grabbed every single star, unlocked the Yoshi on top. I mastered that game, and I honestly enjoyed mastering all the Super Marios. The platforming was just so much fun for me growing up and just connecting to the childhood memories. But also there was the discovery of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. That game just opened my mind up to a brand new type of open world gameplay that could exist. The countering, the fighting, the combat systems in that game were just like next to
Revolutionary. You can
nothing.
say it.
Yeah.
You can say it. Revolutionary. It's
I
better.
hadn't
It's a better.
experienced that type of gaming before, and at that point, that's what I wanted all games to be. So,
Wow.
those 2 games were definitely a massive standout in my memory, and I remember Legend of Zelda specifically being a heavier cartridge than any of the other N64
Well, it's a gold
cartridges.
cartridge. All the Zeldas have that gold cartridge look if you get in the, the initial wave of Zeldas. But I loved how you described Zelda. It was like your first kiss. I measure every game to that experience. Y'all are so poetic in Canada and nice. Like, my gosh, we need more of y'all here. My God, great accents. Great, y'all are just happy, best friends. This is amazing. All right. So shout out to Grace, Project Storm. Thank you so much for coming. And I think we had Ellis. I see you there. And there was someone else who I may be missing you. I think it's somewhere. I'll find you. I think it was a David. But welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just diving into the dynamic duo that is Chat Stadia, the Canadians who are really putting gaming on the map in Canada. Notice I didn't say Stadia because I think it's about gaming on this channel, not console wars. You know how I do it. But either way, all right. So, Nads, coming back to you, right?
Mhm.
You know, Rudix just told us an amazing story where he got his mom an N64 for her birthday. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty intense right there. You know,
Mhm.
Nintendo needs to make like a holiday special on that. But now for you, uh where did you go, right? Because there's a transition point, right? You're talking
Mhm.
Nintendo, of course, always stay there, but you seem like a serious type of gamer. Not that
I
Nintendo isn't, but
yeah.
let's see where you go.
Well, like Rudigs, I was the same thing of like going renting, like renting video game to like see if I like the game and move on. And like at the same time, we had a big console war when like Microsoft came out, Xbox, Sony came out, PlayStation, and Sega had the Dreamcast. Well, I got the PlayStation 2 and eventually also a Dreamcast. It was two other console I like. I like the kind of evolution of like certain console. What attracted me most for the Dreamcast is that they had that little cartridge that goes on the controller, and that
Yes.
was a memory card, and you could play game on that. And the graphic were amazing and stuff like that. But like I think that was the last console they came out with because Sega wasn't as big anymore. They were just more into the games. Um, then from there, I eventually got an Xbox 360, I think at the time. And when I met my wife, she was playing Halo. She's a big fan of Halo. So I started playing with her. I was being destroyed by her in Halo. So because she's a real
Oh,
gamer at it too.
wait. So your wife's a gamer?
Oh yes, oh yes.
Oh
She
my gosh,
play
and she
Halo
destroyed you in
Infinite.
games. This
What's
actually
that?
kind of ruined several of my relationships. Your wife was better than you at
At
Halo.
Halo, yeah, and even Modern Warfare. Every time I play with her, she's very good at PvP games, like first player shooter too. And she'd play other games and stuff like that. But she got like she has two brother, and she got raised with them playing video game. They used to play Mario Kart. Like we have like all the Nintendo console from the Wii U, and she play all the Mario Kart on them. Like it's always something we like to do together. We play a game and stuff like that. And Stadia, like moving ahead, like Stadia offer that option too, which is great. Right now, she's probably playing some Halo Infinite or some Sims 4 because she like that kind of switch or like
So she's an Xbox type.
Yes, yeah, she was
Oh
an
my gosh.
Xbox for the
She can
longest
beat you
time.
and she doesn't even play your platform. This is a where did you
Yeah.
get this? Where did she
W-
find you? What is this? I hear
we
you,
found
Banana
each
Killer.
other.
You know the struggle, Banana Killer. We gotta talk about this eventually. My
But
gosh.
yeah, she was an Xbox, and then until recently, I bought her a PC for her birthday a couple of years back, and she's been playing on PC but with a controller, so she love it because then like she can go on Discord, talk with her friend, and like play at the same time. So it works well on her end. But moving on from there, like after console, well, I always play on PC too at some point. I play tons of game on PC. I really like that. But eventually, Stadia, like just going back a little bit, Google always been like something I had with me. Like I had my first smartphone was a Google phone. I had a Motorola Milestone, I think it was the name of it. That was my first smartphone. And then like I really like Android base and all this. I'm always like, if you even figure out, always been a big fan of technology, everything moving forward. And when like Project Cloud came out, I was like, oh, I need to get into that, but I never had a chance. But when they announced Google Stadia coming out, I was right into it. I was like, yeah, that's the way to go. So I was quite excited for it, and I discovered Stadia Cloud Gaming, even though it wasn't the first cloud gaming, but I think it was the first one that was more announced than all the other one. I feel
Well, it's
like.
okay to say it's the best
Mm.
cloud gaming platform.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
okay. I mean, it's not, you don't have to talk around that. We're
Yeah.
equal. We're equal everything. But facts
Yeah.
are facts. Uh, watch. I'm about to lose all sorts of people. No, no. Gaming is for everyone. As long as you're
Uh,
gaming, you're good with me. Y'all know what I say. Look. I have a PlayStation, y'all. I have a PlayStation here. I'm playing.
That's
Or,
the Xbox.
or Xbox. Xbox. Not PlayStation. Xbox. But I do have a PlayStation back there. But y'all know I play games. All right,
That's amazing.
Rudix.
Yes. Um, shall I pick it up where I left off then?
Y'all are like in sync. Just pick it up where you left off. Wow, it's like a jazz musician right there. Let's go.
So,
Yes.
all throughout my high school years, I would say that I was stuck with the ability, not a lack of ability to upgrade my console. So, I would really play the Nintendo 64 till like the very end. Like, I had all three save consoles or three save files on Zelda completely 100% finished. Same with Mario, I finished all four. And then came the opportunity because I was always into studies throughout high school. So I actually received a math and science scholarship leaving high school. The only problem is they gave me the money and they put it to my name. So I went and I bought an Xbox 360 with my scholarship money for math and science.
But that is in the name of science, as Simpleton always says. That is a good purchase, right? Or no? Something tells me what happened here.
I
Let's go.
mean, it is what it is. I did get a gaming console. I was able to upgrade my situation. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I was able to go
Did you
online
say
for the
upgrade your
first time.
situation?
Yeah, because all throughout high school, I would be asking my parents, "Oh, there's my mom right there in the chat, by the way. She's telling the story about the N64.
Oh my
But yeah,
gosh, I see you, Virginia. Welcome, welcome. We are learning all about Ricky. He didn't tell us that. But go ahead, Rudix.
yeah, that's the thing is when you know me for a certain amount of time, it eventually devolves to Ricky.
Oh my
But
gosh. We're gonna be
yes.
chat, we're gonna be Ricky with him by the end of this. So keep going.
Yeah, so with my Xbox, I was able to go online and really jump into a lot of different offerings that they had out there, a lot of action adventures. But what really drew me and what sticks out throughout those times, I would say, is the Call of Duty, but specifically the zombies mode. So that always like piqued my attention. I would get these groups together of 6 people and we'd go all throughout these crazy big puzzles and get all the Easter eggs, unlock all these steps, and then eventually finish the overall situation. I mean, these zombie maps had a long stretch. I think it was about 15 or so. They're still even going on to today. But I just loved those huge puzzles, figuring it out, being a part of a team, and that's what led me into loving the raid situation in Destiny 2. So that was really that bridge, because raids are so much like the zombie scene in Call of Duty. But
Wow,
yeah,
I never heard anybody connect Destiny 2 like that. So, and I know I know Destiny's special to y'all, and we're gonna get to this in I think it's special to y'all. Pretty sure it is.
yeah.
No spoilers, but so I want to ask Nads a question really quick. Nads, favorite
Yep.
game in that post PS2 era? Favorite game? Because like you were talking about Mario, Zelda's greatest franchise. We already know that. So second place in your mind after Zelda.
I play a lot of Grand Theft Auto on the PlayStation 2 era, like it's like San Andreas. I think I played the most. On PlayStation, I try to remember all the game I played. There were like so many games. I feel like after Nintendo, when I move on to other console, I end up playing with so many games that I never got stuck to one game, if that makes sense. 'Cause like uh, and that's just it. Like I feel like Destiny 2 is one of the game that I've been stuck to it for so long now. Because like before I jump into Destiny 2, I remember looking into it and then looking at Division 2. That was like two game, slightly different, but at the same time similar.
Yeah.
One is like third person shooter, the other one is an first person shooter. But yeah, you customize your gear, upgrade and stuff like that. And I played Division 2 for a while before Stadia came out, because I was like, well, Stadia's gonna come out with Destiny 2, so I'll try the Division 2, and then if I like it, I can keep playing on Stadia. So instead, I switched to Destiny 2, and I loved Destiny 2 because I've always been a big
Oh
fan of
wow.
MMO RPG also. I never got into World of Warcraft, but I got into like Lord of the Ring Online, ESO. That was the big one. Like before that, Guild War. I played Guild War with like my wife, Guild War 1 and 2 together. So yeah, I got really into like that was more the PC era type of thing where like I got into all those MMORPG, and then yeah, I try to remember like one of the specific game, but ESO was one of the game I play a lot just before Destiny 2. I found because I had like I was in a group, and I think when ESO came out on Stadia, I played it again, and I saw like who's still in the clan or in our guild and stuff like that. Talked to a few people, and yeah, like a lot of people moved on and some stuff happened. So like it's quite interesting. But yeah, I found the relationship with between MMORPG and Destiny 2 is that I have that combination of a shooter and a
And
RPG type of
yep.
thing, because I always like playing Call of Duty. Like I would play Call of Duty with my
You're just
wife
naming
and
like
her
every
brothers.
major franchise,
I
right?
know,
Like
right?
I'm like following it, but you're
I'm
linking
all
them
over
all
the place,
together. I'm
right?
like,
So
okay, yeah, I guess I see how they both start with D. I got it. Okay, yep.
yeah. Well, like Call of Duty, I play like I think most of them I will like, because like my wife would say like, oh, let's get the next Call of Duty because my brothers are getting it. So we always had people to play with. And what I noticed with Call of Duty is that when I play too much PvP, I get frustrated, and then I don't play well. So
Oh,
the transition of like going with Destiny 2 is that if I'm tired of playing PvP, I can switch it off to PvE, and then I can relax type of thing and enjoy myself, right? And then like has that MMO type of feel, and then I think it's like the closest a FPS I can be. A funny thing is that my wife playing a lot of Halo, all her friends were like, "Oh, we're gonna go get the next Bungie game. It's gonna come out soon and stuff like that in 2014." And most of her friends like move on to Destiny 1, and she got Destiny 1. We play a little bit together, but never got into it, and that was like right at the start, at the beginning. There was not much happening and stuff like that. and then we move on to Call of Duty and so on and so forth, and eventually, see, I'm back at Destiny 2. So kind of funny. So
Oh my gosh.
mhm.
Oh, we gotta jump. I just
I
love this relationship. She has her own gamer friends. You have it
yeah.
sounds like y'all have some of your gamer friends in chat today. But first of all, I gotta get on Rudix right now. Rudix,
Yes.
the amazing woman known as your mom, gaming, raising 6 kids. When's the next time you're gonna game with her? She says she misses her. You
I
don't
see
game with
that.
your mom anymore? What's going on? You were a good
My
guy until just now.
we have something in our family called a term called Portuguese guilt, and she definitely knows how to use it.
Oh, moms know how to do
6
all
kids,
sorts
you
of
know,
guilt.
3 of those are triplets, the youngest.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, we have Holtz and Squids are twins, but triplets.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, could everybody in chat please do a or just a thank you for your service to Virginia, right? It's Virginia, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Virginia in chat, 6 kids in a triplets. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good. Power to you. Power to you. And as well
Yeah.
as everyone in chat, I see multiple people come from large families. I know several of you all have come on the show and talked about large families. Just amazing job to parents and gaming and connecting Virginia. She remembers it, and to everybody else, gaming with your kids, they remember it. We've said this is a theme we've said many times. So awesome job, Virginia. Should bring her on to Shades of Purple one day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a business leader, so we actually started a business together. She appeared on Dragon's Den, which is Canadian Shark Tank, which she shook the hand of the dragons, made the deal for our company. Um, so everything's going really well there, and she's powering forward doing that, making deals, big moves for the company, as well as raising all the kids. She's a very powerful and strong woman, and yeah, my mom's awesome.
I love it. Moms rock. Mama Hayes, she's out there too. You rock too, mom. But everybody's mom, y'all are all awesome. So that's super awesome. Let's stream when y'all play together. Let's do that. I think that would be kind of cool, like content. So definitely waiting on that to happen on the ChatStadia channel. Um, so Rudix, all right. So coming up, like we see how Nads came up to Stadia, right? It was like kind of this just by chance that these games like lined up, and he's like, "What? How did you get to Stadia?"
Yeah, so at a point at my life, I was not able to game as much. I was an architect for about 5 years, and then I actually quit that to pursue an own business venture, a brand new business venture with my mom, actually. And so, really, my life had zero time for gaming at that point. And here and there, like I did have a Switch. I was able to play, say, Splatoon or something with my brothers and sisters and stuff, and that was always fun. I remember the little tune still. Um, but really not much more than that. And then came a time when everything kind of took a break. There's some of the company was sold. I had married at that point, and we were living in a place, and I wanted to do console gaming again because I had missed out on so much. But I didn't want to get a console or put it under my TV. And by chance, I think watching on YouTube, I'd seen this Stadia commercial, decided to look it up because I saw like a game flash across screens. I'm like, yeah, let me do that. And it just seemed brilliant to me. Like, why would not everybody do this? It just no storage, no downloads, 4K, access to so many games. And I had missed out on so much. So I grabbed Red Dead Redemption, I grabbed the new Assassin's Creed, and just those 2 games alone, I was playing for months and months. Getting into Destiny after that was a shocking experience to that. So I had been a solo player for most of my time, except for my stint with zombies. All of my game playing was solo or either like multiplayer with my siblings. I'd been seeking games like Horizon Zero Dawn, those kind of big first person experiences, like Tomb Raider, for instance. I thought that action game, I know you played that a lot. So the action in that game really like grabbed me. And so the Destiny experience was overwhelming and I couldn't figure out anything. I went into a raid solo because it told me to, and I just got overwhelmed because it's a 6-person organization. So I got onto Discord. I decided I'm going to be part of this gaming situation because I want to see this content. I want to play this. Eventually, I got into this raids at 8:30 clan, and Nad started popping in, helping the clan from time to time. And then that's where we started chatting because we added each other as friends, and I would be on, he would be on, and we'd be like, okay, let's help each other through content and stuff. From there, we just started like chatting every day. COVID hit, so we were like both trapped inside, not doing anything. And yeah, I guess a friendship blossomed as we rated and got all the content. It was my first experience into Destiny, so I had to get all of 13 seasons of content, and Nads knew all of it. He knew exactly like where to go, what to get, how to do it, and he was like my Sherpa through it all. And I appreciate him taking the patience with me to walk me through a lot of that. But we just had a blast conquering things and beating challenges.
Oh my gosh! And I think your sibling here, Maya River, is saying that you are always. Is that your? That's your sibling, right? I'm catching
Yeah,
each
that's
other.
one of the triplets.
One of the. Oh wow! Well, look at which one? The middle? That's like the middle of the middle.
Yeah, yeah. And
uh,
so they're 15 now.
oh wow! Wow. Well, are they playing Stadia?
So my brother, I've got him into Stadia. Now my
Okay.
mom's internet, I mean, I'm sure she has I'm one too, Mr. Biggs. The
Oh
internet may
wow!
not be the fastest because there's a lot of people, obviously like triplets, they're all on the internet. But Miguel says he's able to get Stadia to work. My other sister is huge into Valorant. So,
Isomotion Gaming's a huge person into Valorant. You should like, get them together. Big
but we
Valorant
do play
players.
Fall Guys together. And that
Ah,
that's a lot of fun. We have they help me in a lot of or in Fortnite. They help me through Fortnite a lot. But I love gaming with them as well.
oh my gosh, I love this family here. I'm tearing up. Um, but I think we kind of like brushed past that. If y'all did not hear, so gaming, Nats, and Rudix met in Destiny as a party chat. And it wasn't just like a normal, like, hey, we're gonna help each other and so forth. Y'all have actually become really, really close through this like gaming platform, just meeting each other. And I think it's really unique because I think so many times, like gaming, we talk about console wars or we do solo play, but really, I think your friendship kind of crystallizes what gaming is. And so, can you all talk about how close you all actually are? If a channel y'all doing an amazing channel together or show together is not enough, kind of let us know a little bit how strong this friendship is.
Well,
Nat?
I can jump in there. So how close we are? We're about 3 hours away of drive. But other than that, no, like we met up before in person. Like I think during COVID was a hard time for everybody. The social part of things were not there, and the fact that we could jump into Stadia and just like invite him to a party chat and just chat about things and just play games, like that was great. I really liked like doing like, oh yeah, like, oh, you try to collect this or you try to do this, get the achievement or a triumph, like, let's go over there. And then I like to research about video game, like when I'm really into like Destiny 2, I watch video about Destiny, and I read about Destiny. And like I just like to do that, so helping him was like just a fun thing to do, right? And then like at the same time I was socializing with him, and then at some point we just start talking about our wives and like start talking about like all common we are, both of us, and we're like, hey, we should hang out. Yeah, so he came over to my place, hang out for a weekend, we played some Stadia. So no, it was pretty cool. I really like that, the friendship we have, like we see each other pretty much every day or talk to each other every day. So yeah, that's the closest friend I have currently. So there you go.
Wow, look at the heart there. Look at the heart. And and there was like a wedding, wasn't there somewhere, or did I just what? Rudix, can you
Y-
talk about that a little bit, or Nats? Which one is the better?
Yeah, so
They didn't get married, y'all. They did not get married together. That's not what I'm saying. Like y'all really like talked to our wives and they were cool with it. No, that's not this type of show. That's not this story. Go ahead, explain it, Rudix.
So we first met up in the summer, I think when the COVID restrictions let up. We are like, hey, we chat with each other all the time. He was nice enough to host my wife and I. We got to hang out in the city and, play some Stadia, hang out. All of our animals met each other. There was some situations where my animal may have done some messiness because he was a little scared, and I still apologize for that. Um,
Oh, good.
but yeah, I mean, we then continued the friendship, continued talking, and then he was opened his heart. He invited me to his bachelor party get together. I got to meet his brother. We hung out on the streets and really got into that next level of friendship, I would say. Got
Wow.
to see each other with sort of the doors down, so or the walls up. I mean, and so that was a lot of fun. And then after that, yeah, he invited my wife and I to his wedding, and we were just honored there to be there and celebrate their love. And I was on the dance floor, if you remember, partying it
Yeah,
up
yeah.
with
Had a
my
lot of
hair just
tequila,
like,
right?
oh yeah, just had a
Oh
lot of
my
fun.
god.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Uh-huh.
So met through gaming, have lived in Canada all your lives, never met. I know it's a country, but it makes it more dramatic, y'all. So like lived there all your lives, have never met up. You have one who's like a seasoned gamer, one who's like an amazing entrepreneur. We are going to talk about that business. So we because I think that is a super cool business you have. Uh just started playing, one carries one, and now y'all are like thick as thieves, you know, and I don't mean the game. So this is like really cool. And I just when I first kind of like got a sniff of that, like that's what this was. That's what Chat Stadia is. It is not just like to like, hey, let's do a chat. Like it is, I think, really about your friendship as gamers and coming through together as gamers and like just working through things. I think it's pretty cool. If you can't tell, I'm pretty like, and Primo, I'm with you. We're all looking for our nads, aren't we?
Oh.
That is a cool, like that is a thing. That is so awesome to hear. And as we can see, family is in the chat. It's really like kind of crystallizing what this means. And no, I'm not crying. I'm just sweating, y'all. Not crying right now. But it is super cool to hear that. Um, and y'all are actually pretty different in a way, right? In your real world life, like I think Nads and I share a little bit of history, right? We've been a couple of the same places. Nads, I know you can't talk too much,
Yeah.
but just highest level. Can you tell us a little about what you do, just highest level?
Yes, so I'm in Canadian Armed Forces. So I've been in for 17 years or so. And yeah, so I keep at it. That's my full-time job. So that's why sometimes like Rudig's got to take the reign and then I'm disappearing for a while. So yeah, had a good time. I always love video game, and I think that's one of my other like thing like where to escape to. Like some places where I went to, like the only way to escape is through a screen. So yeah, so that's why
You
it's
know,
always been my passion.
can't talk too much about it, but
Yeah,
just from one veteran to the other, thank you for your service. And I know we have a couple in the chat.
thank you.
Jinx is there, and I think Primo, as always, but 17 years. Thank you so much for your service, and as well because I know we share some of the same deployments,
Hmm.
and that means so much to see kind of our coalition partners. The Canadians definitely they pull their weight uh, for
Thanks.
sure. So thank you for that from this veteran who many times had a call on her Canadian counterparts. So thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
in Rudix, so we kind of got a little sneak peek. You're an entrepreneur. Can you tell us a little bit about your business?
Yeah, so I out of school I trained as an architect. So I was able to do that for 5 years. Went straight into a company. I designed transportation infrastructure. So that's like
Over
the
my head.
big train hubs that we have here in Toronto. And really that organization and business structure and being in that kind of environment taught me a lot of how to be self-sufficient in the business world. So it really helped me when the cannabis industry was really coming into legalization here in Canada.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
So
whoa, whoa. Cannabis. Is this
yes,
Mary J?
cannabis is legal in Canada federally.
Whoa,
Yes, we
whoa.
did it.
Okay, so you did it. So you're like, yo, I'm gonna go from helping, the little train that could get to its port to or to the train station or Tom. What is the blue train? Tom. What's the little engine that could?
Yeah,
Uh,
Thomas the Train Engine.
Thomas. So you
Yeah.
went from helping Thomas to cannabis. Logical choice. It's great. I see the career progression on that one. But I guess you kind of can see that kind of from a Breaking Bad perspective. But either way, so you did that, and so how did you break into that? Because I do know there's a lot of people who love their recreational cannabis. How did you kind of get into that?
Yeah, so I had a lot of support from my mother in the chat right now, who's saying some things. But she was a big driving force, and together she was the social butterfly, the influencer, the people who grabbed people's attentions. And sort of when she entered the room, people's ears would perk up and she would grab their attention. So they would listen to her, and she had a lot to say. So I worked on more of the business back end, and we created a product together. She used tea in a lot of her daily life. And so the idea of creating an infused tea came to mind. And then the name for the company is based off of her and having her middle name as calling it Mary's Wellness. Then we built the business for a couple years, gained a lot of attention, was called on to Dragon's Den, which is like the Shark Tank of Canada. So you got the business people, and we were able to. I only appeared for like a couple of seconds. They shot to me, but it was mostly her. She did a fantastic job representing, and yeah, she shook the hand at the end of the deal, and it was amazing. Things blew up even further from there. Um, we are able to make a lot of great moves in the right direction, and then that's led us to today, where we're kind of my mom has really been able to spearhead this and take it to the next level now that we're entering a new market space. So that's been beyond exciting.
I mean, like, yeah, she raised Virginia. This is to you. Raised 6 kids. You're a gamer. Then when you see your son into the trains, you're like, you want to know what, son? I have an idea for you. And then you just break into the cannabis industry. Salutes to you. That is amazing. Entrepreneur, gamer, mother. Can I just say badass? Can I
Yeah,
say that? Yeah,
absolutely.
can we say that? Can we say on this? Like, she is I think everybody's like, what? This is so crazy. Oh my gosh, this is super cool. I know, like, I'm getting text messages from Mama Hayes right now because she loves tea. She won't ever tell me that she wants to try cannabis, but I can tell you that she may have to just peruse that side of things. So that's amazing. I just want to say that. So super cool. And you can just see the pride that you have. Seriously,
Yeah.
Virginia, super, super cool. Um, well, you all are just phenomenal. Can you tell us a little bit where you all think like this friendship's gonna go? Where's Chat Stadia gonna go in the future? Like, what are some of the plans you all have? Um, and yeah, just take us kind of, we brought you up to here. Take us to where, give us a little sneak peek if you can.
Do you want me to take that one?
You go for it. You go for it.
Yeah, so I would like to to say I come up with the crazy ideas. For instance, the idea behind the podcast came from me wanting to be a voice actor for a stint of time where I thought, hey, I could really do this. So I'm going to practice by making a podcast. And Nads, will you help me? You've always been awesome there talking to me. And so he said, yes, I will be on this podcast with you, and that sort of launched that. So just being into the voice acting and getting that idea and springing into it. And so now I've say more recently, and I will have to shout out to Ray. And when he gave us the Ray's praise, it really like jumped us into the community because I was never so sure like how receptive the community was, how willing people were even to talk. Like we were just a little gaming show. So after that, it just really sparked an idea to really grow. I want to have a Canadian cloud gaming network. I want to have Stadia, our Chat Stadia Sunday show as a slot. You know, I want to have a weekly Destiny slot where we're helping people in Destiny and community play. You know, a panel show. I really want to take the cloud Canadian gaming corner and sort of run with it. So I really hope that we're able to grow it slowly but surely. And, you know, my ideas are kind of crazy sometimes and a little ambitious, but I like to have fun. And as long as my heart's in it and Nads is beside me and willing to help out and provide ideas and everything along the way that he does to make it all possible, then we'll shoot for the stars and keep growing.
That's awesome. And I want to echo Crow, and I see all y'all in the chat talking. But I want to echo Crow. You know, Ray has been an alumni on this show, and the one central theme throughout, like every show, it seems like, is Ray. Just a cornerstone in the community and always uplifting people's voices. And thank you, Ray. You know, he's on vacation, y'all, right now. Just doing amazing things in Legoland. I think he's in chat. He is in chat. I see him. But
Oh wow.
thank you, Ray. Thank you for stopping by. You mean so much to so many people. I just can think of so many different projects: Storm, Cowboy, Primo, just everybody, Lo-Fi, Squids, everybody, Stadia program, all of them always come back to you, Ray. So thank you so much. And enjoy your vacation. Enjoy Legoland. We want to hear so many stories when you come back. So thank you for stopping by, as always. So it seems like you're going to put your entrepreneur mind on. It seems like you're going to make Canada the place to be a Stadian. You know, shout out to John Scars, Ninja Guy X, Jeff Janak, who else already exist. I'm trying to think of all my Canadian Stadians off the top of my head. Who am I missing? Is PXX Cloud from Canada? I don't know. We'll have to get it. I can't think of any more, but no, definitely. I can't wait to see this thing because what y'all have right now is super cool. Y'all, if y'all have not seen it, it comes on Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern. So I definitely make sure that if I am streaming that, I stop for that because I want to like catch how y'all just do an amazing job with that. So definitely y'all check them out, give them a like, help them get up there as well. And I want to give a shout out to Cammy in chat. Cammy just came by the community recently, stopped by one of my play days, and I've been catching all her videos. She's a vlogger, vlogs everything in her life or tries to, and I really appreciate getting to know her. So thank you, Cammy, for coming by as well. I just want to, special shout out there as well. But with that, so Naz, you got anything to add to that future of ChatStadia?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I was muted. Well, I think I never knew where I was going. I was like, I was in a down low on my during that time, and he was like, "Let's do this." I was like, "Yep, I'm happy to do it. Let's try it and see where it goes." And now we passed 100 subscribers, so like I can see us moving on and like getting more. Like the next step is 200, and so on and so forth. And then like we try to stream as much as we can. Sometimes like I just like to relax, drink my beer, and just play my game. But like I love to see like you said, like helping other people. And Destiny, I had like some friends requests. I'm always ready to help out, and like just chat with people and see where it goes. And last night I try that I want to say alpha, but it's a teaser. And like I really love doing those kind of things. So maybe in the future we can do more of this, and then like tell people about the game. uh, and I just want to like to expand a little bit more and try to sell as much of Stadia as being a platform out there that's going to stay. And I feel like we're the voice of the community, and we're the voice for Google to try to like tell people. Because every time I talk about Stadia to other people that are about PC or Xbox and stuff like that, they don't hear about it. So it's like we're there to like spread the words and just like join the community, right? And I freaking love all like close we all to each other. This is amazing. So thanks for everyone.
Wow.
Hmm.
Well, thank you all. I mean, I just so real quick. I know I asked the future of it, but just for everybody in chat, when can they catch you next? What are you streaming? And what games are you playing? Where can they catch you over the next week or so? And what are you going to be doing?
I can go ahead. Probably gonna be streaming some more Destiny 2. I know in the next couple of days I'll be away, but as soon as I'm back, I'll be playing some more Destiny 2 and see what's happening, and if anyone needs help. Other than that, we got like a few new games that just came at the beginning of the month, so probably gonna be streaming some more of that. I know Rudig's already did, so we'll have a look and see what's new out there, right? And we got tons of trials. We can test them all out and show it to people, right?
Oh, that's no, you're exactly. So got Trials, got some Destiny. Rudix, I know
Yeah.
you play some different stuff.
Yeah, so right now I'm venturing my way through Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, and I'm actually doing a really fun series where a great friend of ours, Bliss, is on the chat and he's guiding me through the entire game. So really great for people who want to know what to do in these situations, because this guy's mind is like never forgets. Rain Man. He knows exactly where everything is and how to beat things. And so that series has just been a lot of fun with me, and playing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice has just been an absolute blast on Stadia. Loving that. And other than that, I jump onto Risk of Rain, and sometimes I throw on those streams, and I like to see people come in, say what they say. But to me, it's just relaxing. I love the music and hanging out. And then, as always, Sunday, 10 p.m. EST, every week, Nads and I are getting together. We're talking Destiny. We're talking the latest in Stadia news. And at the same time, we just talk about what we're playing and what we like. So that's what we'll be doing this Sunday at 10.
Awesome job. And for everyone else, in chat, we're kind of closing it down. Thank you again for joining us. Just to all the new people, Virginia, thank you to triplets A and B. I think we have A and B today in the chat for Rudick siblings. Thank you all. You got Bennett Reed. Thank you all. Just to a couple of new people in the chat. Thank you so much for coming by and showing support. And to all the other people who also have been here, since the beginning. Thank you all. It's always about just, a place to hang out, place to learn about people, and ultimately a place to how to bring about community. As you can see from these two amazing gamers, content creators, friends, gaming is more than just the games. It's the experiences. And I think the experiences just build on themselves. And if more people can enjoy that, I am almost positive the world would be a better place. So, with that said, well, I'll tell you what I'm doing because I'm doing a couple of things. Tomorrow, I don't know Lo-Fi what's going on, but I'm either going to be on Lo-Fi's channel or I'll be in the chat supporting Cloudy Thoughts. The day after that, we'll be doing a game review on Stadia Dosage, Spirit Fair. So, y'all know I've talked about that. Such a beautiful game. We'll be talking about that. And then, Cammy, I know you're trying to jinx me, and I don't mean like jinx in the chat, but I am going to be trying to beat Little Nightmares 1, going all the way, going for gold this time. Not gonna lose a life. Just kidding. I'm I start shaking, y'all. But yeah, I'll be playing that. And yeah, and then next week, you know where to find me on Shades of Purple here, 8 p.m. Eastern. But with that said, y'all, any last words?
Well, I'll say like amazing to have us on your show. This is great. Thanks for the community to be there and watching us, and we'll see you in the cloud, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you for everyone in chat, all the friends and family who came out and said nice things. And my mom obviously gets a special shout out. Thank you for being awesome as always. And yeah, just keep gaming what you love gaming, have fun, and make friends. Be cool. You know, put yourself out there. You'll make a really good friend.
We'll find our nads.
You'll
And
find your nads.
we'll
Yes.
find our nads. And once again, amazing job,
Awesome.
Virginia. And thank you again, ChatStadia, for doing this. If you could stay backstage a little bit after the
Awesome.
show. But as always, thank you again, everybody, for the support. And a special thank you to Project Storm, always out there giving me hints on how I can be a better gamer, better streamer, and everything. So thank you, Project Storm. And as always, Ambi, my partner in crime in every game. Thank you all so much. With that said, I'm Purple Haze, and the proof is in the playing. All right. Thank you all.